Hey everyone, welcome to Tots podcast. We're excited for our second episode. This is a big one. It means a lot to Jack here.
Yeah, it definitely does. We're going to be talking about
the Minnesota Fishing Opener.
I feel like it's not only a holiday for me, but it's a holiday for everybody in Minnesota. Whether you're a hardcore guy or you're just like a pretty casual fisherman. But you got a question for me, because we like to start our episodes with random questions.
Yeah, so here at Tater Tots, we really want to, engage the audience. We want to hear from you guys. And so one of our viewers, actually, Dennis, he had a quick question for us. These are kind of random questions, too, just to get to know us a little bit, into our personalities and who we are, what we like, those kind of things. And Dennis asked us, how do you guys eat your Lucky Charms? Do you eat with the marshmallows only? Like, do you eat the cereal like right away, or do you eat or wait to eat the marshmallows until after? I guess.
Good question.
Yeah, I've never been asked this question. Have you been asked this question?
No, I haven't. But shout out to Dennis for loving Lucky Charms. I love Lucky Charms.
Yeah. General Mills too, right?
Yeah.
Minnesota company.
Yep. Hey, that it all works out.
Yeah, we love Minnesota here. So first, I think you got to answer it first.
Yeah.
I'm curious. How do you eat your Lucky Charms?
So I eat it with like an even spread of the cereal with the marshmallows.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like the balance of it. I don't want to go out with the marshmallows like soggy at the end and just eat straight sugar. I kind of want the balance, like, you know how the grains in cereal kind of like dampen or watered down, for lack of a better term, the marshmallows.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about.
You like the balance.
I like the balance.
The crunch and softness of the marshmallow.
Exactly, the crunch.
Dang.
Yep.
Dang. Well, that's good to eat looking for that balance. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Wow.
I spend the extra time, literally, even if there's one more piece of cereal in the bowl, I am like digging my spoon in there, separating that out, eating the cereal, because.
So you're surgical.
I'm surgical. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed if I accidentally eat one marshmallow while I'm trying to get rid of those cereal pieces. Like sometimes when you lift up your spoon, sometimes it's like with the milk on the bottom of your spoon, you get one of those marshmallows that stick to that, and you get
that's sneaky.
It's sneaky.
Yeah, it slides. It slides right under there and like stays on the spoon as you're eating it.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Lucky Charms. They try and sneak in there, and like, I don't know. I'm just disappointed if I get even one marshmallow, even those sneaky ones. So I really try and save the marshmallows to the end. So. Great question, Dennis.
Yep.
In our next episodes, we are excited to hear what other crazy questions you have for us to get to know us. But we got to get back to the video, because Minnesota Fishing Opener, Walleye Fishing Opener, is the topic for today. And there's just some anticipation that builds this time of year. Snow is starting to go. Ice is starting to recede from the lakes.
Exactly.
And people are excited.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, to give some background too, I'm a huge fisherman, and the anticipation is running high. Like Mike said, I think it's going to be a heck of an opener. Like, I think resorts are going to be super packed. Kind of coming out of COVID a little bit still. Like, everyone's going to be out there. And we saw last year, we went to Leech Lake. The anticipation was high. There were hundreds of boats on the lake. And I'm expecting the same thing. Like, when we talk about Minnesota Fishing Opener, it's a holiday. Like, people are so sick of ice fishing. They're sick of winter. Like, they cannot wait to get the boat out. It's the first time you get the boat out generally, and take it out. And it just can't get better than that. Like, you're going out for walleyes. You're super stoked, and anticipation is high.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
Super high.
Yeah, that first hook, I bet nothing else like it.
Nothing
on
else.
fishing opener.
No, it's super high, and the other thing is, like, when you're talking with other people about their anticipations for opener, it's always fun, right? You're like, where are you going? What do you expect? How's it gonna be? Because every year is really different. It could be super cold and rainy, or like 2 years ago, they had snow on the opener. It was 2 or 3 years ago. So, or you could have 60 degrees. It's just super variable. But how are you feeling about this year's opener?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm very much so your casual fisherman. So, I won't be doing any research.
That's fair.
The only research I'll be doing and planning is what beers we're gonna have on the boat, and so I'm ready to be there. There's nothing better than being with your friends on the boat, so that's what I'm looking forward to. And I guess, like, everybody wants to know. I mean, we're going to opener together. Jack is my research guy.
That's
he knows
true.
everything about the walleyes and where they're gonna be. So we should probably tell him where we're going this year.
Yeah, that's a good segment. We are going to Leech Lake in Longville area for year 2. This is our second year. We went last year, had a really good time, and like I said, like, just so many boats out there, and I expect the same this year. But like you said, if the fishing isn't that good, there's always the fallback on the brews, so that's just fine by me. And Michael was kind of talking about, like, the types of guys that fish on opener. And I think that's really important because you have a spectrum of the guy like you who's just there to have fun and a good time, which is awesome, and a guy like me who's like hardcore research, like, get all the rods ready. Like, it reminds me of my uncle. He would have his rods tangled up and like like, just such a mess. And I think we got to talk about that spectrum a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jack's the hardcore guy. We like to categorize. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of different types of fishermen. But we like to categorize 3 types of fishermen that you see at opener. Mm-hmm. Number 1, the hardcore guy. Jack's the hardcore guy. He's got all the gear. He's done all the research. He's got his spots picked out. He knows the weather that's coming. He's got a good gauge on what the bite's going to be. I'm the casual guy, the guy planning out the beer, the lunches, like the sandwiches, kind of morale guy. Like, I don't really know what all goes into everything and all the time invested, so I'm just, like, happy to be there. Like,
Yep.
just trying to keep morale up, like, even if the bite's not there. And then we got the tweener.
Tweener.
Yeah, you gotta tell them what the tweener is.
Well, I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna use our buddy EJ as an example. I feel like he's a tweener, like,
Yeah.
a perfect, because he's kind of like you, where he's got the aspects of, like, he just wants to be there for the social aspect and not, like, hardcore, like, we gotta catch walleyes sometimes. But then, he's also got a little bit of like, drive to him, where he's like, okay, for a couple of hours it's go time, like, let's really fish hard in these couple of hours.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the tweener, and I think that a lot of guys on opener are either tweeners or casual guys.
Yep.
So that it's always fun to have a group of different, whether you're hardcore, casual, or tweeners in your boat, which we'll have on opener.
Yeah, we'll have all 3.
So
all
we're
3
covered.
set.
Yeah,
we're...
your boat better have 3, or else you're gonna have some morale issues.
Oh yeah.
And some butting heads,
yeah,
right?
you can't have 3 hardcore guys
No, you
in the
can't.
boat together, because then stuff gets competitive too. You can't make a decision, because sometimes like when things aren't working, I get popped the question like, where should we go now? And I'm like, I have no idea, dude.
I know that happened last year. We had like a lull where fishing was slow, and I got a little upset and like, because I'm the hardcore guy. It's like, okay, I'm gonna ask a casual guy, what's up? Like, what are we doing?
Yep.
And you need that because the casual guy like just picks out a spot and you go there. It doesn't matter if it like looks good or if it doesn't. You just go and fish there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually just a shot in the dark. Like, just the general knowledge that I have on the top of my head is just, if the whatever the rocks, like the stony point or whatever, isn't
Yeah.
working,
Yep.
I'm like, F it. We're gonna hit the sandbars.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep. No, it takes all the types of guys for a boat to work on opener. Like that's the bottom line, you know. But like I think we also have to talk about kind of the tradition in pageantry. Like it kind of goes in with Minnesota Holiday, but I know, for some guys, for example, like they'll make it every single year, so they're going out at 12 a.m. and fishing that night. Like that's a really intense tradition, but but they do that, like that's the dedication to walleye opener.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes you have fishermen that go to the same lake year after year, or their cabin, and they mark their calendars down, and they're gonna be there for opener.
Yeah.
Like every single year. So, and I guess that leads me also to memories. Like, do you have any opener memories in mind, or or not really? Okay.
Yeah. So again, I'm a casual guy through and through. When I was younger, my dad had just gotten a boat, like just a very average, like Alumacraft, like old, like I think it was maybe an 80s or something boat.
Nice.
Just one of those aluminum
with the
ones.
25 horse. Yep.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
Just
about.
a very, I don't know, very modest boat. So he got that, and the first year he got it, we were like, all right, we're gonna go to walleye opener, but we didn't know what we were doing really at all. We like kind of marked some spots out of like no research of like where we think they would be, and like we got there at the butt crack of dawn. And like the hardcore guys were like loading into the docking into the water, and like it took us like a million tries, and like everybody was trying to get on there, so they were pissed.
Like you're backing up the
Yeah.
boat, and you're like, no, you got to go left like 4 feet,
Yeah.
or else you're
Yeah.
on the dock or
This is
something.
the first time like us owning a boat in the family, and so like we were taking our sweet time, no idea what we were doing, and we get out there, we go to these spots. It was, I remember, it was Horseshoe Lake in Minnesota, and I think that's a dam lake. I think there's like a river or something that goes through it. Not 100% sure, so if I'm wrong, roast me. But all we caught was, I think it was channel catfish.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels in there.
Yeah, we were catching nice channel catfish.
Yeah, that's
but,
fun.
I mean, it's fun, but it's not what we wanted on opener. But my dad and I had a good time. And that was the first time I had ever gone out for a walleye opener. And that was the last time I went out for a walleye opener until last year. So there was
there's a big gap.
there was like probably like a 10-year gap. So
I
this is the
didn't-
first time I'm consecutively going 2 years. So that's my story.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny that there's always the guy, and you were the guy at the launch, like backing up
Yep.
6 times and like having a tough time putting the boat in the lake. But I've had plenty of times like that too. I guess my memory is I was probably in, I don't know, 4th grade or 5th grade, somewhere around there, and they used to have something. They used to have the Minnesota Fishing Opener broadcasted on the radio, and I don't know if they still do that, but it was an AM channel. Maybe it was WCCO or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like it just got. I remember that on the way up there, we were going to Green Lake by Spicer, and they were broadcasting, like calling bait shops and asking people how they were doing and stuff. It just got me so pumped, and I remember that vividly. And it was a nice day too. We landed at Green Lake. I think we got like a bunch of smallmouth bass.
Nice.
And fishing for walleyes, but like, so we didn't have the success of pulling in the elusive walleye either, but just like such a vivid memory of the hype behind it, and going up there. So
Dang. We got to call WCCO.
We do.
Like, they got to bring that back because that's sweet. They need, like, some video footage. Like, it needs to be, like, some live stream. Like, when you're watching, like, NFL football on Sunday and it's, like, the red zone and it's, like, bouncing to different games, like, the highlights of what's going on.
Yep.
They got to have, like, again, I'm the casual guy, so roast me if I have the wrong, like, huge lakes that are for opener. But they got to have, like, Leech Lake, Mille Lacs,
like, I don't know, Vermilion,
Vermilion,
red,
whatever. They got to be bouncing back and forth
Yep.
and just have, like, these fishermen, like, submitting videos
I know, that'd be really cool. And
of, like, huge catches.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. And honestly, this is bad because, and comment below, because I don't even know where the governor is going, because it's the governor's fishing opener.
Yeah.
And he always fishes with like a fishing guide on that day. So, and I think like going back to this WCCO, that's usually where they start out, like broadcasting, like on that lake where he's fishing, and they see if the governor has luck and stuff. So
Which
that's
he's a casual guy.
yeah, you can tell.
Usually.
But yeah, they should definitely do that, and that'd be fun. I think maybe they do. Maybe they still do. I don't know.
I mean, if he's on Leech Lake, he's not going to outfish us.
No chance. No chance.
Not letting that happen.
Nope, not at all.
So yeah, that's some great fishing opener memories. One of the things that like really stuck out to me last year when we were on opener, again, I haven't done it in 10 years, and before I was like a kid that didn't really know much of it. But can we talk about the awkwardness of how crowded it gets on some of these like Minnesota walleye fishing opener lakes? Like we were at Leech Lake last year, and everybody's on these like stony points or whatever, and you can see boats for, I don't know,
like miles.
Like a whole football field. You'll have like 50 boats or more in there.
Yeah.
But like they're weird distances away, right?
So like I completely agree. So like you said, a football field, imagine that. You got 50 boats, and you're like navigating in between these little boats trying to get to your little spot, and you don't know if you should be friendly or people are like pissed and overly competitive at the same time.
Yep.
But they're also like, waving sometimes. And I don't know, it's the awkwardness of should you wave or should you not all the time when they're passing right by.
Yeah. Just like the classic Minnesotan pressure of like are you close enough to like interact with that person? Or like are you far enough away where you don't have to?
Yeah, I know. And then they come strolling in with their, is the motor too loud? Like, are you too far away where you yell something and then someone's like, I can't hear you? They give you this, like, the ear. Then you say it 3 times over, and then it's just like a lost cause. It's super awkward.
And then you make a big scene, like, again, like you're with like 50 boats in the small vicinity, and like some dude's yelling, and so like everybody's looking.
Exactly.
It's just crazy. And then another thing I didn't know about that was, I guess, like, again, like I'm the casual guy. How would I know this stuff? But in those big pods of fishermen, like if somebody's pulling in anything, they don't show their fish.
No. Yeah, they don't.
Like
Or
they
if
they
he's-
like just bring it in the net, like take a little peek at it, maybe like kiss it a little bit, maybe give it a pat on the back or something, and like thank you for coming. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No,
like
that's so true. And when you do, like all eyes. If people see it though, it's like flies on crap. Everyone is like, it's like everyone has this instinct of you just caught this fish. Like we're gonna crowd around you and like
yeah, we're gonna get somehow closer than we already
I
are.
know. And then it happens, and then it's like, come on, guys. There's not just like one fish right here.
Yeah.
It's like let's not do that. But it's so funny because you got to be a little bit secretive, or else like people are on you. You know.
Yeah, you're
On you.
this year when I pull one in one of those big groups, you'll see me like WWE belt champion style. Like I'm gonna hold that walleye up, do a big like rotation, and just show it off. I don't care. Like
See,
I'll be like
that's
I
the
caught this fish amongst all you people.
That's what we're saying. It's the casual guy versus me. I'd be pissed, but I know you're gonna do it. So.
I'll be there, and
I don't
we're
really
we're
care.
gonna have to get a video of it.
Yeah, look for us. If you're on Leech Lake, you're gonna see Michael out there just like absolutely showing his fish off, all hands in the sky with this fish. And if it's a throwback, like you're just gonna launch it back in there, like toss it out 10 feet, make
Just
a big
like-
splash.
Just like make them even more upset.
Yeah.
Just the casual guy just trying to affect other people's morale.
How about you? Do you have any specific goals or like outlooks for your opener? Or
Yeah,
just kind of
I mean, so I'm pretty stoked. Shout out Shell's Brewery in New Ulm. We love your stuff. Like,
we do.
so goal number 1 is to crack open a nice cold grain belt. They're not the sponsor of this video, but
No, they're not.
I just love grain belt. My dad drank it. His dad drank it. His dad drank it. His dad drank it. I think. And now I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
So goal number 1 is making sure that's cold for the boat, right?
Oh yeah, that is. goal
Jack's
number one
catching
for
fish for the boat.
Yeah, that's as long as you got the Yeti packed with ice, or I don't give a crap what the cooler. I don't know why I said Yeti, but if it's ice cold,
Yeah.
you've completed your job as casual
Yep.
man of the boat.
Yep.
That's like your goal. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like preaching your goal to you now.
Yeah.
I'm
I
manifesting it for you early, so you better
appreciate
have
that.
cold beer there.
Your expectations are pretty average.
Yeah.
I can provide cold beer. But as far as fishing, my goal, I want to catch one nice northern. That's unavoidable for me. I try and catch
Yeah,
anything, and
You're the northern god. I honestly think like the northern gods like guarantee you one northern per trip.
Yeah.
It's every time.
We can be on any lake, anywhere, and I'll catch it. We were on this like tiny speck of a Lake Sleepy Eye, not catching anything all day, and I pulled in like a nice 30-inch northern.
Yeah.
Super random, but yeah. So I want to catch one northern, one perch,
Nice.
and then I want to catch a 19-inch walleye.
That's a good goal. Like that's a perfect eater walleye right there.
Yeah, like
I like the goal a lot.
that's my goal. So
Cool. Well, I hope that you guys have a bunch of goals for your opener, whether that's catching your limit of walleyes or just having cold beers in the cooler. I hope you succeed in those goals. We'll be looking for a bunch of comments on the videos of how people did.
yeah,
And like your anticipations, your traditions, all that stuff, right?
yeah.
That we
Let
just
us
talked
know.
about.
Let us know where you're maybe fishing. I mean, obviously, don't. We know these fishermen secrets. They don't want to give those away. But where you're going, how you even prepare your walleye? Like, what beer are you drinking while you're on the boat? But how you prepare? We're shore lunch through and through.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to learn different ways too. But any comments you guys want to leave on opener, what you're excited about, we would love to hear them.
100%. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Leave us a comment and make sure to subscribe. We'll catch you next time.
All right, see ya. 2 Tater Tots out.